Now, right now, live on YouTube. We got wings. We got wings. We got veggie chips. We got nobody in the chat. This is where it's at, doggy. Oh shit! Umag the Squid God checking in. Welcome to the ASMR Lesbian Special Operations episode. Maron. Welcome to live stream Sunday night instead of Friday night. Sorry about that, y'all.
This weekend was kind of just...
It was hectic.
Yeah.
But we're still here. We're still here. You will still have your recorded Yana on Monday.
We just got to get it out.
You're a lesbian?
You can't identify as that anymore.
Now Beanzo has to kill you.
Yeah.
That's Sharia law. He has to murder you now. He has to bury you in the ground up to your head and throw rocks at you until you die.
And then shit.
Mm-hmm. And for some reason, he has to fuck a goat right after. I don't know what that part's about.
It completes the ritual.
Yeah. That makes you the goat. The greatest of all trans.
Shane is also a lesbian.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a unisex Shane.
Yeah. So if I just identify as a female, does that make me a lesbian? Is that how that works?
If you're attracted to women, then yes. But I don't think women exist. Neither do men, for that matter.
Yeah, we're all just non-binary.
Goes the most important part. Yeah, no. He'll bury her in the ground up to her neck and cover her head in honey. And then just kick a box of wasps over the top of her head.
I don't think they like it.
Yeah, I know, but then they'll get sticky and mad.
Oh.
There's a little misdirection there. The old switcheroo. Oh my god.
Should just yell.
Alright, you guys ready for some ASMR?
Do they really?
Dog. So when I was working at that storage place, you'll hear a story about that storage place on the recorded episode.
Oh, damn.
There's this crackhead.
Got little Hitlers out there.
Oh! They consistently invade hives for honey. Damn. They're invasive.
Shoot, gang stop my bees.
Yeah, so I can't bring a fucking banana into HNL, but wasps can just do that. Why is nobody policing them? Mm-hmm. You know, elephants are raping rhinos to death in Africa. Oh no, that's a real thing. You want that?
Yeah.
Elephants are raping rhinos to death.
Strengthen up your shit. Let's see.
You ever seen an elephant dick?
You ever seen a rhino's asshole?
Yes. Ace Ventura.
It's a rectangle at this point. It's a rectangle dysfunction.
So, sorry, I'm reading shit. Why can't you just tell me the thing? You have to write a fucking article about it.
I gotta just say this happened.
Yeah. I don't care about your trip to the Serengeti.
What a Marvin.
Their dicks look like their trunks.
Elephant?
Yeah, they can't move them as articulately for obvious reasons, but they look similar.
Does it come out the same place?
Yeah, well, I just thought that, well, then their vagina should look like their ears. Just big flappy.
Have you ever seen an elephant freaking snatch?
No.
It's pretty. It's gum.
Oh, yeah? Looks like it went to Liverpool.
Or compliment.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I can't find anybody who's willing to straight talk, but that's a real thing. Elephants are
Bees
raping.
are the
Right?
Hitlers, and the wasp are the.
So what are hornets?
They're kind of the same.
The bees cover the wasp and use their vibrations to create heat through friction, baking the wasp alive. Holy shit!
Savages.
Yeah, we're still trying to save those motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah. I'd rather have bees than wasps.
What if that's the bees raping the wasps and the byproduct of it is kills them? I'm getting up to like 250 degrees. Jesus. Why are we not harvesting that as an energy source? Bee friction, if they can get that hot? Imagine like a whole hive of them doing that. What's 250 times? I don't know. What's the average population of a beehive or a bee colony? I don't know. Beans on those.
One of these guys got them all.
What's the average population size of a bee group?
I'm gonna guess 500.
I think it's way more. I feel like
I even overshot it.
Oh.
Yeah, but how much of them are in one hive?
Yeah.
I should.
And also, what wasp has enough surface area for 100 bees to rub up against it?
I think they rub against each other and kind of just like a hug.
Okay. Yeah, how many bees is the average bee city size?
5.
Like 3,000.
Jeez.
They're small, dog. And it's not like wasps where they just have little clumps, they have whole hives.
Even then.
Ten to 60,000.
What the fuck?
Okay, so I was right that it was a lot, but I didn't know how much. Holy shit.
Wait, how do you go? Oh, are you saying 10,000 to 60,000? Oh, okay, I thought he was saying 10 to 60,000. How are you going to
The
make
lowest
that?
recorded population found in a beehive was 10.
That's very open.
It's like, no, you came during Christmas vacation. They were all in Florida.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in a territory, but in one hive, how many fucking bees? Yes, bees are lesbians. No, they're not, because lesbians are feminists. And bees, while it may on the outside look like they have a feminist society, they don't. There's one chick. There's one chick in this whole society, and they call her the queen, but that's only because she gives birth to all the bees. All the guys just fuck her and gather honey. She's just a cum pig. Yeah.
That's probably just their.
Oh, God. Is that why when you put it on bread, it gets hard? Dries it out?
You get hard if you put it on bread.
Oh, yes, I do. I had a peanut butter and honey for breakfast the other day. Now, that's some shit right there.
I can get with that.
Bees are simps. Dude, they talk by dancing? That's how they communicate. They have like a form of sign language, but it's dancing and the frequency of their buzzing. So they're like...
They're just those freaking fireworks that spin.
Yes.
The flowers, I think. With the report. You gotta get the ones with the report.
Remember one Halloween, Brandon threw one of those into the tailpipe of a car in Ocean Point.
Honey is antibacterial. Can be used to cover open without it. And yes.
There's no way it's antibacterial. You see how ants go after that shit? Ants won't eat a McDouble. That's how you know a McDouble's antibacterial. Because it won't decay. It'll just stay that way until you eat it.
Because it's already got all the bacteria it needs.
No vacancy.
Yeah, there's no room for anything else.
You put mold in the same container as it and watch the mold grow around it.
No, the chicken just gets bigger.
Manuka honey is medical grade.
The fuck is Manuka?
It's like a super yuppie hipstery fucking honey brand.
Yeah, I know honey never expires. Like it's just raw, natural honey.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good forever.
You know what's really good? You get some prosciutto and a baguette. Slice up that baguette with prosciutto on the baguette. Dip that in some honey. You eating like a fucking Italian duke. Fuck you. Watch us eat.
I wonder if honey is the only thing that we consume, or that is a food byproduct like that never expires. Like
Technically mushrooms.
Dry out.
True. I'm sure honey can evaporate after a certain amount of time.
Maybe.
Or would it just fossilize?
I think it does fossilize.
Yeah, like it just hardens.
What is a Beasley's cocktail?
The sugar content is so high, bacteria can't live in it. It's just instant diabetes for bacteria.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they put their hand into it, it turns gray and falls off. And they're like, ooh, I need a candy bar. It's like as soon as you touch the diabetes, you can just hear Kayla's. Welcome to the life. Go get your Thousand Island stare.
I went to my house today, and I guess over the weekend, Kayla was there, and you know the chair my grandma used to sit in?
Right.
Kayla sat in it.
Annihilated it.
He literally sent the armrest, like it shot up when he sat on it. I was almost crying when Cree told me.
Dog.
And my dad goes, well, if that's not a sign of love to me, but
damn, Uncle Kurt. You coming with it. Fuck yeah, let him know.
I mean, I was just like, jeez. I wish I was there to see it.
I mean, he's probably heavier than me now. Because I'm pretty heavy, but I'm not breaking shit.
3'7".
Oh, God. He's almost 4 bills? Fucking 4 bills? My God. Honey won't crystallize and has to be rehydrated, but it won't go stale. How do you rehydrate that once it's crystallized?
Sure.
Yeah, you probably have to heat it first.
You boil it with water. What is this bee's knees cocktail?
Yeah, you didn't elaborate on that. A little bit of warm water, is that what it is? Or no, that's how you rehydrate it.
Just
that's not
water.
a cocktail, you bitch ass. Lion ass.
Warm water. Go to the bar. Yeah, can I get a bee's knees?
Oh no, that would be slick. So you order a bee's knees cocktail, but it's warm water. So if someone notices, why isn't that warm? Why isn't that cold? You know, you'd be like, oh, it's socket or shoshu.
What?
Because those are usually served warm.
Yeah, but there is no.
I just made it.
And why honey syrup? Why not?
No.
Or is that one?
Oh yeah, no, it's honey syrup. I guess because honey would be too thick, it wouldn't emulsify in the liquid. So a honey syrup would. Yeah,
If
you
it
like
was like-
that barista
if
word
it
I
was-
used right there, emulsify.
If it was like lemonade, I think that'd be more down.
Was it raining? It is.
Oh, geez, it's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, I felt a little mist, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I can smell it
Honey syrup is just water with honey. Yeah, so it's
now. Okay.
emulsify. Literally.
It actually
Dog. So when I was working at that storage place, there was this crackhead named Charlie. And he was cool for the most part. He was very shady, and he had those like crackhead delusions where he would be like, "Hey, these people, they're out to get me, man. The guys who run this car wash down the street, they got like
what that like super high end luxury car wash that's on in Colorado.
yeah. No, not that one. The shitty one directly next to it. That's all Micronesians. It's like you got all like the guys who go to McKinley that work at the nice one, and then there's the one where it's all the cheekiest
nice
guys.
One is like super nice, and like when you roll up, they always got music playing and the lights going,
and they hand dry your car.
Yeah, and then the one next to it is like,
Google it, bitch. Whoa. There's the cable for you.
Oh, dude. We were at the hotel. We got a hotel. Me and my girl got a hotel this weekend. But we're out on the balcony, so it was like when we first got there. We're standing there, and I see my watch. I swear to God, I got it. And it wasn't on. I'm about to leave.
Remember my video of him that got on Hungry Hawaiian where he's wearing the Daisy boots? But anyway, so Charlie, he was like, after I had been there for about 3 months, and he noticed I was usually the only one working. Like, there was such a high turnover of people while I was working there. I was the only one there all the time.
Yeah.
So, he would always show up, last hour of the day when it's real slow, there's nobody there, and he'd show up, pay his bill. He would never pay his bill when anybody else was there.
Why?
I don't know. He was super secretive. And so, getting to my story, he believed that these people were trying to steal whatever was in his storage unit.
From the nice car wash or the other?
The shitty one right next door. He worked at that one with all the
That makes sense, though. You
Yeah.
might have been onto something.
Yeah. Hey, I never got to find out.
Yeah.
Because I quit right before we were about to make a bust with the cops, according to him. I'll get to that. So, he came in one day, and he told me, he's like, I don't know if the other guys told you, because I've told them that nobody listens to me, right? Which is exactly where I stopped listening. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, there's probably a reason for that. Yeah. But me, I can't not take the bait, right? I gotta at least see where this goes. So I'm like, oh no, what? No one told me. And he's like, so there's these two ladies. They're military trained. All right, they're military trained.
Is this Mr.
Okay.
Santos?
No, no, this is not Uncle Fern. But he's like, they're military trained. Are you gonna be working on Friday? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, Friday night after you close up, come with me. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And he wouldn't tell me what it is. So I'm like, all right. So Friday night, I'm closing by myself. I close up, and he takes me with him. And he's like, now, my storage unit is right here. I can see where they are. He had put tape. I'll get to that. He's like, you can see. You can see it. Man. See what? He's like, look right here. Look right there. Look right there. They're military trained, so you can't see them. They're on the ceiling. That's two women having sex. And he's like, see that right there? That's a vagina. And I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, okay. I see it. Okay. Wow. Shit. And he's like, shh. Okay, they probably. And then he just leaves, right? And let me tell you exactly what he thought he was seeing. So his storage unit is in this row right here, and then the row ends, and then there's a row of units along the wall there as it goes down the hallway, right? And he was saying that he could see into the unit, and it's just flat aluminum walls. There's no way you could see through it.
Yeah.
Even with an X-ray, it wouldn't see through the metal.
Yeah.
So it's just a flat wall. There's no punctures or cracks in it. And he's like, yeah, I can see two women having sex hanging from the ceiling of a storage unit. And they're doing that to pass the time while they wait for him so they can steal what's in his storage unit.
Oh.
So we started this whole saga of conversations and Friday nights spent planning. He's like, I got to get some more things together before I call the police about this because I got some warrants right now. I got to get them taken care of. Once I get them taken care of, we're going to get this motherfucker. We're gonna go and get them. I'm like, all right, dude. Yeah, dude. Let me know. Whenever we're going to do this. Let's fucking do this. I knew I should have talked to you. I knew you was going to see because everybody else said they didn't see. And I know they're there. You saw the vagina. And I'm like, I saw the vagina. I saw it. Yeah, we need to get them. We need to get them. They're out to get you, Charlie. And we need to save you.
What's this, Charlie Murphy?
I wish. God, that would have been even better. But yeah, he just had all these crazy stories about how people from the car wash were following him. And he used to work at another car wash. And like he has like some kind of like espionage war going on between them. He's like, yeah, see, they got a network. All these he was homeless. And it's like all these other homeless people that sleep out in front of AT&T. They're all on the same page. They're all following me around, so I can't get ripped off. But then he was always dressed very nicely. He was never looking ratty or anything like that. Like even his work clothes, he kept nice. So points to him for that. But he would just come in fucked up sometimes. He'd be all drunk and he'd be like, "Yeah, you ever had a Mike's Hard? You ever had that Mike's Harder, the Hard and Lemonades? Man, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up."
You know what? Car wash from that movie Fish. There's two Rastafarians.
Shark Tale?
Yeah.
You get a whale of a wash and the price.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The two Jamaicans, right?
Yeah. And Will Smith playing just whatever other fish.
Whatever fish that was.
That's actually why I don't eat seafood.
No, it's not.
No, I'm thinking of Finding Nemo. Because they're those vegetarian sharks. Well, they didn't eat fish.
Sure.
Yeah, they were like recovering
Fish
fishaholics. Yeah.
They're like
not eating fish.
Yeah,
it was just like these Australian sharks.
One was like a freaking waiter.
And then there was a hammerhead with all the funky teeth. R word. No, yeah, Umag. He said they were special ops. See, that's what he meant. He was like, they're military trained. You got to know how to look if you're going to see them. Because if you're just regular, you won't see them. Dog, that guy was great. And then literally the Friday, we were supposed to do the big sting, right, and catch these motherfuckers. Then the best part was, he said, every time I try to walk up and catch them, they run out the back. And the storage unit he was talking about was butting up against one of the outside walls of the facility. It was pure concrete behind them. There's no way they couldn't even have gone up into the storage unit above them. It was all sealed off. So it's like there's no way they would get in or out of there. And the storage unit, I checked in the computers. I vetted the shit, right? the people who own that unit live in like Wisconsin or something. Yeah, like they were like military. They haven't been here in like 2 years.
That's what they say, but they're living.
Yeah, just fucking from the ceiling, dude. I love that he was so fixated on it, and he was like, "They're gonna come steal my shit." And I'm like, "What do you got in there?" And he's like, "Nothing. I don't know why they're trying to. I don't know." Why they're trying to. Like, so I was always wondering, but I knew for sure he was a crackhead because I used to see him smoke crack in front of the Hawaii Gas Company across the street, because that's where all the homeless people used to hang out while they waited for AT&T to close. And then they would sleep under there because they had the covered sidewalk around it. They would have a lineup of their cardboard boxes with a bunch of umbrellas over them. I can't tell you how much that entire street smelled like piss. Yeah, Hawaii is such a shit show, dude.
Yeah.
Downtown is so fucked up. That's wild.
I just wish. I just feel bad for tourists that come here and don't know about it.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck is this? This ain't in the pamphlet.
They stay at like the Ilikai and they're like, oh, it's gonna be so nice. And just the
Like,
drive from the
yeah.
airport to the hotel, by the time they get to the front door of the hotel, they're like, don't bring any cash to the hotel with you. Actually, we need to go put the cash we have back into the bank.
Yeah.
Don't leave it in the hotel room either.
It's just gotta be so horrible if they don't know about it.
Dude, just imagine like you saved up for years, right? Take your family on this dream vacation. You got your wife, your kids, and you guys are so jazzed. And then you're waiting for the fucking taxi to take you to the rental car place at the airport, and you just see a grown Japanese man shitting in the bushes across from you.
Well, see, the airport isn't. It's not. They got it contained over there, kind of by the airport.
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Because we was just over there when my mom and them came for the Klein's wedding, and they were all over the whole, not in the airport, but that front area where like the arrivals is and stuff. Yeah, where there's all the like the IHOP and there's like a Dunkin' Donuts and stuff. It's just yeah, they're swarming. They're swarming. Because a lot of them live in those streets over by the military houses in Red Hill.
Yeah, I did watch that shitty ass fight.
I didn't get the fucking chance to.
I just was watching.
I was working all day.
Live stream. Live streaming all together. Very upset.
Who won?
The black guy.
Adesanya? Who do you?
He was fighting Holocaust.
I don't know. I don't know either of those guys. I mean, I've heard Adesanya. Israel Adesanya.
I don't like.
Is that the guy who did the fucking Pokeball shit? Yeah, fuck that dude. On a real one. I'll fight him right now.
Holocaust is just this like Brazilian.
Yeah.
He's fucking jacked as shit.
Like Sage Northcutt. Sage Northcutt looked like you were creating like a character from Blue Crush, but then you decided to fuck up the face because that's funnier. He has that Duke Nukem haircut.
Yeah.
And so does Kev. Hey, if you need a car, go check out Kev at Cutter Ford.
Oh my god, it's not.
He would like him. You know why? They got the same body type.
They do.
Yeah, that just fucking shaved ringtail lemur body. Zaboomafoo ass motherfucker over here. That's why he always sits weird, because he's a fucking lemur, dude. He's a Muslim lemur.
God.
There's a picture of Zaboomafoo, and it's like, the caliphate will stand.
Nah, but for real. Okay.
You're a fucking hotep. Bro, y'all got football, I got UFC. You don't got either of those. What are you talking about?
We got football, you got UFC.
You're a UFC stan. No, you're not. You know how I know you're not a UFC stan? You know how I know you're not a UFC stan? You've never trained in mixed martial arts. I'm not even like some little bullshit stint.
No, we did it now.
Not really. No.
We did kickboxing.
That doesn't count.
Why?
No, it has to be as an adult. Because that's just Hawaii stuff. If you're a UFC stan, you're going to go take like BJJ. You're going to go to like Oahu BJJ. Or fucking. Bro, what you on, dog? The truth. Why are you talking like a black British guy? What you on? What you on, bruv?
This guy, Israel.
What you on, bro? Stalbender is the best one in the game, bruv.
Israel.
In the game, bruv. He's the best one.
I follow the UFC too.
I swear before Allah, us Allah's a cut. Mate, you fucking what, mate? You fucking what, mate? You follow UFC, yeah, the United Federation of the Caliphate. That's what that stands for. You fucking cunt. No, you don't. No, you don't follow the UFC. That nigga has trouble following a speech. I don't know what you're talking about. Halfway through the speech, he's gonna start sitting perched like a fucking owl on the armrest of his chair.
I have trouble following regular law.
Yeah,
Physics.
yeah. Especially the social ones.
What did we say? I think we said,
Wow, that hurt.
what did we say?
What?
Why do you put that?
But what?
Wow.
Fuck you,
Oh,
it's
what is it?
Yeah, dog. This nigga Beanzo cannot sit normally, dog.
It's not comfortable. I can see it in your face.
Yeah,
You're not
he'll be like
comfortable.
sitting on the floor, but like one of his ankles is folded under his butt and his other foot is up on the couch, looking like a goddamn check mark.
He looks like Family Guy people when they fall.
Yeah,
That's how he
the
sits.
arm is just like over the side. And he's always like picking at his fucking toenails and his fingernails and shit. You're disgusting. I bet, yeah, see, it's even better that he's a Muslim because he just forwards all the stereotypes about them being dirty. Guarantee you, because he only flies in Scots. He never travels with shoes.
No.
He flies exclusively in Scott slippers, and
That's not true.
I know he sits at the fucking gate picking his toenails like it's
That's
nobody's
not true.
business. Listening to like Chapo Trap House.
I think I have a picture to dispute that. I'm sorry.
You seen him travel with shoes?
I think I could be totally wrong. I'm trying to find it.
I've never seen it. You're not on blast. You're not being persecuted. You're being prosecuted.
It's that one picture when we were at the airport.
When
The first, not
after I first moved back.
He was going somewhere.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah, he was wearing Converse.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. You were wearing something.
I was wearing Mountie slides. Yeah, we took him and Beanzo to the airport at the same time. Beanzo took that picture. Or was that Nevers?
Beanzo?
No, Binky. Beanzo is Oolong. Binky took. I meant Binky and Bean.
Binky? Was that time?
Yeah, remember? Because it was for our birthdays. That was right when I moved back. Remember? We did the whole that whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had the double birthday party because I was turning 21. He turned 20 in that same week. Oh shit! When I left for college.
Who was it that was sticking halfway out the fucking Xterra? Was it Ginger?
I think so. Because it was just the four of us.
Yeah. Yeah, Ginger was like half his body was out the car. We were holding on to him by his toe hair. Because I forget what happened.
Remember when Chaz caught him in Mon? At the park? At Geiger Park? So our friend Chaz caught our friend Ginger and his now wife, but they were just dating back then. It was in high school. Remember when they first started doing it? How lit he was?
Yeah.
I mean, like, of course he's happy, but, you know, he went from being like almost like a no-fap kind of guy to having a steady girlfriend, and they were smashing and stuff.
Oral fixation stuff's in the backseat of her car.
Yeah, one of our other friends saw them at Geiger Park.
Yeah.
Chopping it up. They said his feet were sticking out the window. Yeah, you know when your jaw gets tired and you're trying to find motion from somewhere else? That's when you start throwing nose. That's a clench right there. That's how you know you're tired. You start seeing the nose, you know, like, listen. That's all you need to do.
I used to use my whole entire face almost, but since I got my lip, it's a no-go.
I'm always like in a slightly prickly stage with the beard, so a little rough to be doing that. The boy was swimming. Oh god, there are some stories about the Ginger I wish I could talk about on here, but I feel like it wouldn't be cool.
In a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. He'll just throw him under the bus.
Once he gets his life together.
Hey, no, see, he made some moves that screwed over half of a school year for me. So, I'm just saying, I'm a victim. What's Me Too, Ginger? Nah, if we're gonna Me Too anybody, let's Me Too Wyatt. Ding ding to butt to ding dings.
Oh yeah, come on, guy.
So when we were in high school on the football team, when we had to line up or wait to do something or go somewhere,
before going out of the locker room,
our coaches used to scream at us, "Ding ding to butt to ding ding," which they didn't literally mean put your dick in his ass. No, they meant stand in line in like a uniform line. But everybody facing. I really hope they're still saying that. I really hope they're still screaming that at 14-year-olds.
Just because of how the world is now, but that's
yeah.
Like, we obviously nobody took offense to that because the shit was hilarious.
It was just funny. Yeah. I didn't. Ding ding to butt to ding ding. You don't like me here? Be it. I remember on the last day of tryouts, once we got to find out who the team was going to be for the year, Coach Amoso would be reading out the names of who made the team, which is a fucked up way to do it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be on.
Just wait for your name to not get called. But he'd be reading off the names, and every year, halfway through the list, Eloy would just pull his pants down to his ankles, underwear and all, and pull his shirt up under his armpits, and then just start walking down the field, like away from the bleachers we were sitting on. And he would walk all the way to the other side, bend over a straight leg, and pick up his pants, and then walk back. Every year he did that. Which I always thought was a tad bit out of pocket, but oh, dog, he's great, man. That guy's so awesome. Did you ever see? It was my freshman year, so I wasn't on the football team yet, and they were playing. It's 2011. They were playing Farrington for OIA playoffs on TV, and Bronson,
Hader?
Yeah. Hader, I think there was an interception, but he ended up making the tackle or some kind of turnover. And so everybody's high-fiving him, and he's coming off the field, and the camera's on him. And you see Eloy high-five everybody, and then he goes to reach out for the big high-five with Bronson, and Bronson runs right past him, and he just goes. And then, like the camera moves and stuff. I just remember seeing that. Oh, what's up, Sean? I love how you fucked up. But yeah, that was very funny. The fact that they caught that in a close up on TV.
Oh yeah, when they cut Umag because he was better than most of the people there, but he ain't never played before.
I never played before. That was such bullshit. That made me so mad.
But it's because their wideouts was fucking I still don't understand it.
Let's just say we would have won some games that we didn't if we got Umag.
Yeah. Probably.
100%.
Boy got wheels.
100%.
Not only was he faster than probably everybody on the
team. Dog, just imagine him, Javel, and Jace being the starting three. Dog, it's over.
Luck.
It's over. Nobody was down to bang, dog. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade on my teammates. Unless you played off. No, actually, no. If you played offense, fuck you. You suck. But,
I wanted, when I first tried out, I was like tight end, even though
I don't know why they never threw me and Josiah in on the big package.
But then when
short yardage.
I don't know. I forget what they talked to before. Run tight end.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
What are you talking about?
Not
once.
Imagine if they threw me and Mounty on double tight, though.
But I'm glad I didn't. There wasn't tight end. That's why.
I did not want to be on that offense.
No.
Fuck that.
Soon realized that defense is where it's at.
It's okay, Umag. We know. We know what was what.
You didn't miss. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff happening there in football. But
I'll tell you what one of the best memories for football ever was senior year. We went to play Lelahula for first round of playoffs. And Lelahula had
was this your
senior year. So Lelahula has a few players on their team that are Ever Beach Boys, like born and raised, who left.
Mr. Pisano.
Both the Pisanos,
Both,
Mr.
yeah, both
Souza,
of
Mr. Paole,
them.
they all left and went to Lelahula.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, and we beat the shit out of them, dog. Me and Josiah both had JJ Watt ass games, dog. I think we totaled together for like 7 sacks, and the total loss of yardage was like 140 yards from the sacks.
Yeah.
I know. And Umag was there from spring training in March all the way to the end of tryouts in August, and they cut him.
For no damn reason at all.
The only reason I didn't get cut is they couldn't afford to. They couldn't afford to cut me.
I remember
I was essential before it was cool.
This guy I grew up with, TJ,
RJ, AJ backslashing fourth to fifth.
the
Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Terrell Johnson.
Yeah, we were like pretty good friends growing up because he lived like right around the corner. That's how.
Him and his I was real cool with his older brother Corey.
Yeah. But he plays. Terrell plays at Nevada.
I seen,
He walked on, I think, because he was at like a JUCO or something.
He did that like full, like he did that JUCO long route stuff, but he got hurt his senior year.
Yeah.
So,
but he's at
he may hit
Nevada right now.
That's D1, dog.
Yeah,
that's D1. Shout out to TJ.
Dedication.
Shout out to TJ. Corey ended up playing in college too. I think he played like D2, but I think he played all 4 years and
but he
got a degree.
Posts on his stuff, like he's always grinding.
So that guy never stopped working from when he got hurt.
No. But anyways,
he made some of the best plays I ever saw.
It was the
my
first
senior
time
year.
I seen him get cracked, and all the coaches were pissed at whoever was playing quarterback because he went out for a screenplay, and the wide receivers, for whatever reason, I mean, they didn't block the defensive
personnel,
defensive backs that were coming shooting down the field, and I was standing right on the sideline, and he was right in front of me. And he went and he stopped and turned, and the quarterback looked at the defensive backs that were shooting down the field right towards him and looked at TJ and threw the ball. And as soon as he caught it, oh my!
Who was that QB? That was Mane's younger brother. Last name Solo. Yeah.
Wasn't Matthew Solo?
Yeah, it was. Your sophomore year. Who was your guys' QB then? Because Blanco left.
It was Ezra.
Ezra didn't.
Or he was there that varsity. Year after.
Ezra was only there my senior year.
It must have been Matthew Solo then.
Mm-hmm.
I played baseball with him growing up too. But he got lucky. Because it was just defenseless or unblocked defensive back shooting down the field at 2,000 miles per hour to this undefenseless fucking receiver.
The hardest hit I've ever seen in a football game, whether it on YouTube or in real life, I have the privilege to say
he's playing like a semi-pro league or something. He just got drafted.
You mean JaVale?
Jamal.
you racist, nigga. You racist. You fucking Uncle Tom. Or Uncle Thomas, because that's Middle Eastern. But
yeah, I think he's playing on like a semi-pro team.
Yeah, shout out to JaVale. Played D-line.
Black is black.
Bro,
he's playing wide out or something.
Yeah, he started playing receiver junior year, and he was really good. They didn't give him that playing time though, but he was way better than a lot of guys. But we got in trouble sophomore year during football season because we took a picture in the locker room. You know how the lockers are black?
I remember that picture.
So it was a picture of like 5 of the guys on D-line and JaVale. And you can see all of us, but you can't see JaVale at all. And the lockers have holes in them, and the wall behind them is white, so you couldn't see his eyes.
Quality of the pictures back then.
Oh, yeah, it was 2012 quality.
But all you see is his eyes and his teeth.
That was like Galaxy S2 quality. iPhone 4.
Even the iPhone stuff.
Oh, it was garbage, dude. It was that little small shit. But we got in trouble because I think it was Milo posted it on his IG and was like $10 to whoever can find JaVale. And I think Sam Delos Reyes saw it, and we got scolded for that.
Fuck that guy.
On a 100. 100. Stole tens of thousands of dollars from campus sports programs. Allegedly. I think you have to say that because that's a legal thing. But it's like that guy is just an athletic director for a poor-ass high school, an overpopulated poor-ass high school.
Making it more poor.
Dog, you driving like a Rolls Royce, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way you have that money. And then how come we do all these fundraisers and we didn't get new jerseys until my senior year? You know what I'm saying?
Or we got no.
Okay, so no, here's what happened. My freshman year, they got the new white jerseys, but they still had the old black ones. JV just wore the yellow jerseys. It wasn't even fucking orange. They were yellow.
But then see when I oh hell yeah. He was always creeping on the soccer girls.
Yeah, go talk to Jenna about him.
But when I was playing JV,
sorry, Paulo,
we only used those yellow jerseys for practice because we got new black.
Yeah, we had to wear those for a whole fucking season, bitch.
We only used those for practice jerseys, and then we had the
all over the girls' soccer. Ask Moo Moo. Ask Moo Moo. What's up?
The white and black.
Why you think you guys got extra fucking pregame meals on the soccer team more than you were used to?
Yeah. Our white jerseys, I think, had on the armband had the tribal going around it, and on the neck too.
Those were the best jerseys. The whole time I was in high school, we only lost once in black.
I just wish we had those nice. Like the sleeveless jerseys that hug the pads.
That's what we had on varsity senior year. Cause no, junior and senior year.
Like the legit kind, like who wears a lot of good colleges. Oklahoma,
the Adidas
Alabama.
ones.
You know the ones.
Because the Adidas ones, they're vacuum sealed, which is a weird thing to think about.
Probably
we had those at Western Oregon in college. Those are pretty fucking sick. But I was so big at that time when I was in college that like it still looked shitty because it was so tight. Like my gut was very accentuated.
Where it was just like you guys can see.
No, the ones we had senior year were like that.
Really?
We got new Nike jerseys, new white and black jerseys. That's why JV got those old black jerseys with the tribal, but then they had the new-ish white ones. Yeah. So because we got new black and whites for senior year, we got Nike ones for senior year, which made me super happy because I was the first one to wear that number 7. So now I was the first guy to play in that number 7 jersey, and they almost gave number 7 to Ezra. Have I ever told you about that?
Yeah.
So senior year, I'm team captain, starting D-line, first team all-IA defense. Not to toot my own horn, but it's like I should get my pick of the fucking number, right? Yeah. And Ezra is like a fucking medium-rate quarterback who transferred in from Kapolei and played extremely shitty my whole senior year.
Yeah.
He threw almost as many.
He
threw almost as many interceptions as touchdowns for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And he was always not cool to me. So fuck you, Ezra. If you hear this and you want to scrap, we can fucking swing. Shout out to Rocky, though. Rocky, his younger brother, is cool as fuck. And Ezra's older brother is also very cool. He went to Kapolei as well. He wrestled and played football. I was very cool with Ezra's older brother, which is what pissed me off, that Ezra was such a shithead. But, yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I was first in line for number selection at the end of tryouts, right? So I'm first in line. I walk up to Coach Amosa, and he's like, okay, what number do you want? And I'm like, 7. He goes, really? You sure you don't want 99? And I'm like,
that's what I was going.
And I'm like, no, I want number 7. And he's like, oh, we were going to give 7 to Ezra. And I didn't say anything. I just turned my head and I went, like, I've seen you cry, man.
Every day.
Every Monday. Yeah. You're not going to tell me that I'm not getting the number I want. I should get whatever number I want. And I did. I got 7, but like I was so fucking pissed.
There shouldn't have been a stink about it.
You shouldn't have even said it. You should have told Ezra no.
Yeah.
Off the bat. And then when I said that, you should have then told Ezra, hey, we already told you no, but just so you know, this guy's getting because he fucking
I always
deserves it.
was number 99, everything I did. And then when I got to football, I ended up being number 60 on JV.
Playing kicker.
It was just whatever. But I wanted number 99, but then they were like, oh, you got to play D-line to be put me on D-line.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, well, I think, fuck, what was his?
Spike?
He was a player my age or a year younger.
Fred?
Maximus Clark.
Oh,
Onesimus.
Shekinah's younger brother, yeah.
Yeah.
Moss.
So I think
Everybody called him Moss, yeah.
And I played soccer.
Remember my ex-girlfriend who killed her dad? They ended up dating
Yeah.
right after that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which was weird. You murder your own father and then date that guy.
Sean's gonna take a shot. I can feel it.
That one was Forever Beach. I hope you saw that, Ehu. I hope you saw that. Oh, my tongue is numb.
I don't know if I should do this.
Do it, bitch. Full send. Come on.
I chugged it.
Let's take a shot on this one.
Yeah, you take a shot, Sean.
Yes, I did. Boom shaka.
Boom shaka.
Smooth gloss. Ooh. 10 out of 10. You had some bass on that. That was that double bass, boy. That was that 808. Yo. Fuck yeah, dog. Yes.
How did that hear? How did that taste for you guys?
Yeah, sorry, it fucked up his speech center.
Shook my brain.
Again.
Twice.
Yeah, now you don't remember what fucking...
Thrice.
Now you don't remember what limes taste like. You just lose, like, certain things.
What the fuck is this taste? What does it taste like?
It's a margarita. It tastes like a green lemon.
Huh?
Bomb.
Didn't it taste like? I thought it tasted like Burger King's onion rings.
Yes. The breading is very similar.
Yeah.
100%.
Smoking shower.
Extended double bass burps. I'd like to take a second to welcome to the podcast, to the live stream, the Tower of Power herself, Cleo Turner, everybody. Woo! What's up, you fuckers?
That's the rapping apple beat 76 dog. Turner bloodline, Blanco put a road in place. Why what? Why what, you fuckers?
I'll put you down here real fast.
Why what, you fuckers?
Don't cry, please.
She ain't gonna cry. She's in Banger. She's not even Wintilla. She's in Banger. Bro, you see her? She always just stays in the stands, cuz.
She ready for hitting it?
She just fucking.
Tell him something.
Yeah. We showed Uncle Rick the ultrasound. He said she's gonna have a good right hook.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I seen the arm already.
Yeah, dog. Bro, watch. The first time I put her in the key, you and lady, that other lady gonna be all show you.
Oh, no.
The limp neck herself. Oh, dog, I can't wait till he comes back and he finally gets to meet her.
What did you say? Do it again. Do it again. I'd throw her.
Oh!
Oh, she didn't like that.
No, yeah, don't throw me, Dad. So fuck, bro. No, I know my mom yells at you all the time. Did you hear that? Hope that read. Oh god. Extended double bass burps.
What is that?
I don't know, dude. Hummus doesn't. That's cheating. I know you be eating hummus. I take chickpea and smash. I call it hummus. I'm trying to show Abu the last name of the rock.
Rock lobster.
What was that song? Remember you were showing me a song? And I was like, dude, it sounds like something.
Reason, the one that we thought was supposed to have words, but it doesn't.
What is it? No, but no, it was a different song. It was Rock Lobster, but it wasn't. But it was.
Well, I mean, so there's Rock Lobster, which is by like the Four Tops or the Beach Boys or something like that, and then there's the Ehu version, and then on Family Guy they have Iraq Lobster.
You were showing me a song and it had that melody in it.
I don't know. I want to learn how to play Sing 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 though, for sure. Boom 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 boom.
Same song. Got something to say? I think she's thinking of shit right now.
Yeah, dog, she's pushing loaf.
Making poodle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She made the stank face right there.
Got two nipples.
She's like, you ever seen titty milk done two ways? check out this nipple sauce reduction I've been working on, motherfucker.
Her shit is like brown yellow.
You ever had an areola syrup aioli? The formula. Oh god. Hey, so shout out to Ralph and Daniel. I talked about them. They used to own Vineyard Bakery and the catering company. They used to make me them sick ass Vineyard burgers. My mom called me and told me they don't own that company anymore.
Oh, what a shame.
But still, shout out to Ralph and Daniel. My mom said they were listening and they were super jacked that I was talking about that on the podcast. And Ralph and Daniel are a gay couple. A beautiful gay couple. They're very, very wonderful, nice men. Exactly. They got to be rich somehow, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, because the reason they work so well with my mom is my mom, as well as Ralph and Daniel.
Don't get me a soda.
Yeah.
I didn't take my shot yet. Should I give them my shot instead of me?
No. I'm going to be responsible for once.
Let's see what the people say.
No. I'm going to say no.
Let's see what the people got to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
Hummus is not good.
Nah, on those thin pretzels.
I did have this other hummus the other day. It wasn't regular. Then again,
It's not great.
Hummus in
It's not great.
a long time because
It's not great. Shout out Sabras.
Baby shot dead.
Oh yeah, Ralph and Daniel. They're pastry experts, and so is my mom. That's why they had such a good jive. I mean, they fuck it up when they're baking, dude. Diabolical. And I was like, man, if they ever start a food truck, it should be called Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of Stone Age.
Hey, man, that's vulgar.
Exactly.
No, they're very nice, upward bound gentlemen.
All right, Daddy's gonna do something he shouldn't. Used to that. She's laughing. I don't know if that's good to see that.
That's so great. Oh my god. Dog, what if she just ends up having hyperhidrosis? Ooh. Father of the year over here, everybody. That was perfect.
She has hyperhidrosis on the so
Nah, dude, you
I
got
gotta live with it.
no.
You know how my hand sweats so much on her diaper? There's like a strip that turns blue if she poos her peeps, and I was holding her one time, and the whole thing turned blue, but she didn't do it.
You said poos or peeps.
You want the poos or peeps?
You got the pools and you got the peeps. Those are two things the baby will ruin in the diaper. Now, ever since I've been incarcerated, I've had much time to reflect on the poops and the peeps and the diapers of the babies, and I've decided that they should be allowed to do the poops and the peeps without the diaper. It's unsanitary. You wouldn't like your poops on your butts. Jaundice.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a liver condition where your skin or eyes turn yellow.
Oh no, they do that test when they're first born.
Mm-hmm.
What were they saying?
Yeah, they look like they've been swimming in
Oh,
iodine.
so the thing that they can tell is usually when babies are girls, they have the same blood type as their mother.
Right.
That's very often, but if they don't, the chance of them having jaundice for some reason shoots off the roof.
Mm.
But she ain't got it.
That's just
So you guys are just making shit
that's
up.
just a light hangover from the week you conceived her.
Yeah.
That was the E and J in your system. Your balls were yellow. Like you were about to get surgery.
Oh, that soap that they or whatever that shit is.
It's iodine.
Oh.
Because iodine is one of the best antiseptics that is non-inflammatory. So
I
they
feel
use,
like babies get jaundice.
yeah, he just comes with all the crazy shit, dude.
Yeah,
You want to taste my spody doty? Spider-Man, Spider-Can. Who's paying for this? You paying for this? I'm not paying for this. Do you need help? You can put the headphones on it?
No.
Oh, you just turn your head around.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna put the headphones on.
Now you look like you're a writer for Impractical Jokers.
Oh, I do.
You're one of those guys that's on the microphone while they're in the grocery store, and you're like, okay. Now ask the lady if she washes her feet every night.
Oh, I can't do it.
No, I don't want to do that. Isn't this so funny?
Sometimes the stuff they do is a little bit funny, but they laugh about
Anything.
nothing.
They're like Polys. You know how Polynesians talking with Samoans just have the worst fucking sense of humor.
What is it? What is it?
Yeti-ya-ya-yo.
No. Queen.
Oh, Queen Latifah. There's this guy we went to high school with, and he was Samoan, and his mom's name was Queen Letty, and he had her name tattooed on his arm.
I ain't getting no motherfucking jaundice. Also, hi, Asia.
I don't get jaundice. Hi, Asia. All the way from Texas.
You probably got jaundice, you yellow-headed motherfucker.
Yeah, from that hummus. That's where the jaundice is coming from. Motherfucker, you're just seeing in yellow.
It is kind of hot. Oh, yeah, she's sweating.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's spicy out here. The only reason I'm not sweating is because I'm being very still. I've been very still for most of this live stream.
Tell them how you feel. Let them hear it. Do it. Do it good.
Come on, find that note.
Here it is.
Find that note.
Oh, here it is.
She's swinging. Oh!
She's just punching the mic.
Come on, Cleo. Be about it.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, come on, guys. What podcast do you know? Talk politics. We talk art. We talk culture. We got live baby commentary. We do. We do fucking ASMR.
Do it all.
Yeah, ASMR. That's that actress. Yeah, you know ASMR. She was real good in Selma. She was real good in Selma. ASMR. You know, she was on Empire. ASMR, Juicy Smouye. Juicy Smouye is a French actor.
What is that?
Lord.
By the way, this time you've been calling her a neck. She got the strongest neck out there, motherfucker. She got a neck.
No, she sat up when Teletubbies came on. It was crazy.
All from her neck.
She just swung that shit. Oh god, that would be a great movie or a great video game. You're a baby, but like Cleo's age kind of baby, so you don't your muscles aren't really functional yet, but you gotta like get from point A to point B, and you gotta like.
I think they have a game like
it's
that
bread,
where you gotta
yeah.
walk, but the guy's legs are fucking noodle.
Quap, yeah.
Is that it?
Well, there's Quap was the original one. It was like
It was on the
a flash
computer.
game, yeah, and like Q and W do the calves, and then O and P do the thighs. So you have to like figure it out. They also have Clop, which is where you play the same thing, but it's a unicorn, and you have to gallop instead of run. Like the mechanic is different because you have 4 legs instead of 2. And then there's Octodad or Octo Husband or whatever, where you play an octopus, but you have like a normal human family, and you have to like get ready for work, but you're an octopus out of water, so the controls are all funky. But then there's also I Am Bread, which is a game where you play a slice of bread that needs to become toast somehow. So and you control the corners of the bread, so it's super hard. It's like Dark Souls hard. Yeah, to control the bread. But yeah, pretty lit game. I'm sure Beanzo's played it or knows about it.
She won't like that. I'm like, oh, she just starts going rap.
Yeah. But you got to sing.
She's looking at herself.
I can't wait for her to watch this when she gets older.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. You get a painted. Yeah, you force her to have the picture of you eating a taco on the wall. I gotta post that on
I'm
something.
gonna make it my wallpaper for my house.
It's
Remember
just-
wallpapers?
yeah, dude. What happened to that? That just went away. Hard as dick, but funny. What? I Am Bread is a
the
funny
bread
ass
game.
game.
Oh, I was
Okay.
like, wait.
Oh man, I got to stop reading these comments from
Yeah.
newest to oldest.
Yeah.
She's getting misconstrued. Remember when I got too fucked up at the beach and I gave Asia's cousin my mod and my hat, and I was telling bedtime stories to all the kids.
No, that was a different time.
No, it wasn't. At Nanakuli Beach Park when we went with Sammy.
That was Asia wasn't there.
No, her cousin Ace was,
Was
and
he?
his girlfriend. Yeah, because they're all from West Side, so like they knew somebody else that was over there, and they were there too. Yeah, because I remember I got super fucked up. I didn't even remember us getting home because I remember we dropped Sammy off, and then you carried kind of like half carried me back to the trap house because I couldn't walk. And then in the morning I was like, "Where the fuck is my mod?" And you're like, "You gave it to Ace and your hat."
That's where all your bucket hats went.
Probably. I don't know, dude. It was a blurry time in the lives. Oh god. Remember when Asia's car got hit that one morning?
I was just rewatching some Snapchat. I don't have the incident on camera. I have videos from after that one picture of us on the couch.
On the couch where the sun's coming up. Oh god.
Oh, here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
Or not.
Like, really? Oh god, I felt
Fucking thing got sent into war.
we can bring that up. Yeah. So we were partying one night. Asia was in bed because she had to work. She worked at the airport and she worked early in the morning, so she was in bed at the house, and everybody else was outside drinking and stuff. And then we're all sitting out there. It's like 3, and we just hear a like super loud right up front of the house, and there's cars parked all up and down Palakapuna.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh god,
Well,
who
the
they
car
hit?
that hit the car spun out and was in the middle of the road, but we were like, what? We didn't see.
Yeah, there was just
what
two
they
two
hit.
drunk girls
We
inside
were like, what the fuck did they hit?
because the front of their car was fucked up.
And Asia's car got sent into the church parking lot across the street, so we couldn't see it. And we were like, what the hell did they hit?
So here's what happened: there were 3 cars parked next to the fence of this church, right? And Asia's car was parked in the middle, but we didn't realize that. We were also very drunk. But we go out there and we see them spun out, and your mom and I think Cree like ran out there to go like check on the girls and stuff that were in the car. And we're like, what did they hit? Oh my god, what did they hit? And
like
then
walking
we moved.
around trying
It was Ed, whose truck was parked over there.
Yeah, we thought he
Actually,
had a truck, and we're like,
his truck is fine, but we saw broken pieces of stuff on the ground, and we walked past Ehu's truck, and her car got re-parallel parked next to his through the fence of the church, and like the front end was all fucked up, and the tow driver like could barely
when they
pull
were
that
trying
shit
to pull
out.
it out 'cause he was all
Oh,
hooked up to
God.
the fence.
Yeah, and then me and you figured out how the crash happened. We traced the tire
yeah,
marks.
We went on detective.
Yeah,
on
just
it.
so you know, me and Bonzo are fucking sick ass fucking
I
detectives.
feel you. Oh,
Blacklight Balloon, Frank Sinatra nights. Oh, dog, yes, yes. Hey, Caesar's in the comments. What's up? Yeah, no, you came home to the cops being there, and you smelled like all the weed in the world, and your bag was just full of weed, and
And she's just trying to walk out there.
She
by
just
the
kept
cops.
talking to the cops, and we're like, "Are you fucking kidding? We're all doing drugs. We've all been doing drugs
Yeah.
all night. You just came
Got
back
a
from a
lot of
strip
stuff.
club with a backpack full of weed.
She's just
Stop
out there
talking to the
talking
cops. High as fuck. Sketchy.
cops.
Why did you do
Get
that?
him out.
Oh my
Go
god.
put it down.
Yeah, go inside first. You know, don't just pull up and like, hey, what's going on here, officer? In their face. Yeah, her car was gone. I'm gonna urinate. You weren't checking on the Jeep. You're high as shit talking to the dudes with the shiny badges.
Oh, there we go. Do it. Do it again. Come on. Jeez. Yeah, you were not checking on the Jeep. Jeep was fine, and we all knew that for about an hour.
Remember when we asked her when the last time she put oil in her car was? The 710.
Oh, that's right. The people who dropped off Michaela, remember they were backing out, leaving, and they ran over the freaking neighbor's fence? I forgot about that.
That was great.
That's a totally separate police case.
All the cops are just standing there.
They watched it happen, and they're just like, "Are you serious?" She should have got a DUI. Whoever driving that car.
That was the lady. We watched her dogs for a certain point of time. And her kids always were hanging out at the house too.
Weird, dumb shit.
All kinds of shit. She never put the car in park. Yeah, she wasn't even in the car. That shit just rolled back. Why was it in reverse? Who gets out of the car with it in reverse?
They were high.
I remember one time I drove Michaela to work, and then I hung out while she was working, and then I drove her home with Ivy. And Ivy like rolled a joint backwards in the car 4 times. Like she licked it and then was like, "There we go," and it would just fall apart and just open the paper. She's like, "Fuck," and they were all just backwards, just inside out. Dog, you know what's even worse is they got those new street lights on Palakapuna that are way brighter than the old ones, so you can actually see the road. And that was the worst thing ever because you're not. Palakapuna is the kind of street where you're not supposed to see what's going on.
To see who houses.
No, yeah, the number of reported stabbings went through the roof because just people saw them happen now. Oh, me and B drove past the trap house the other day. Or no,
Was
me and
it
Earl.
painted yet?
No. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
just drove by it today. It was like white.
It was me and Earl because we stopped by Earl's house to grab his multi-tool. And yeah, I didn't know his house was right there.
Oh yeah, I grew up chilling with him.
I knew that, but like he always said his house was on Paul Capuna, right by the trap house, but I didn't know.
It's the house next to the big Samoan church with the big tree.
Like a Samoan Korean church.
Yeah, half
Weird
half.
split. Yeah, they have an English service, a Korean service, and a Samoan service. The crucified Kurt. Oh, there it is. That was good. Do you know what that is? The crucified Kurt?
Yes, I forget. I think me and Kaika, we were with somebody. And you know, next to L&L, how there was like that bus stop bench, that cement one, however that got there. I forget who we were with.
That's not a bus stop?
Yeah. No, well, we were going past it, and Kurt was like laying on the bench, like in the crucifix position.
Well, you all were small.
Oh.
Okay. Now I know what time period this is.
Yeah, like with his arms out and his legs crossed, and at the top of his head he had a 40.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Kurt. Shout out to the homie
We thought
Kurt.
he was dead, but he didn't die yet.
Not yet, yeah.
He did die. I know.
Beanzo, remember? Yeah. See, she just brought it up. Michaela just brought it up. I may have told the story on the podcast or on the live stream before, but a couple years back, it was Beanzo's first time back home in a while, so we were like, oh, let's do shrooms. So we ended up buying an ounce of shrooms, but that's an interesting story too, how we bought them and who we got it from. But anyway, so the first night we buy a whole ounce of shrooms, which if you've ever taken shrooms before, you know is way too much. But we had it split up over like 5 or 6 people, so it wasn't too bad. Everybody had like that was Christmas Eve. We all had an all right night. That was the night you showered and you spilled your drink all over your pants and you came back out with no pants on. He just had a hoodie on with his hairy ass legs and ass sticking out from the bottom. He's like, oh, I'm cute though. And so 2 nights later, the night after Christmas, we get another ounce, but this time it's only me, Beanzo, and Nevers that are down to take any. So Nevers takes like 8, and then me and Beanzo just split the rest of it. And they were moldy mushrooms too. Like it was fungus with fungus growing on it. Yeah, and we both ate roughly 10 grams each, and he was fine, but I lost my shit, dog.
He was not fine.
I threw up in the parking lot of Safeway, and there were faces in it that were laughing at me, and I started crying. And then I didn't want to get back in Will's car because I didn't want to throw up in his car.
Before you guys left, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with him to Safeway," and I was like, "Are you sure you want to go? Like, you might really go somewhere." And
you're right.
Nah, I'll be fine. And all he went.
You were right. You were so right. I should have never done. I mean, I don't know if that still would have happened, but I was lost in the sauce, man. And then I sat outside of the trap house for like 3 hours staring at Beanzo's lychee plant. And I thought Kurt was there talking to me. And Kurt has never been to the trap house. He's never been inside the gate. He's never... No, I did. He was looking at my knee, and he's like, yeah, your knee just turned into a polar bear. And I wasn't feeling it yet. So I was just like, oh, shit, cool.
Oh, yeah, and he was dripping out in the room.
Yeah, she saw snake owls in the closet. Yeah. Oh, and we were talking about, like, Dexter's Laboratory and Cow and Chicken and shit. And then, yeah, I was sitting outside on the couch. That was when they had the first couch out before we went to chairs and then back to a couch and then back to chairs.
Because I was inside. Well, you were inside of the shed, and then I showed you that weird video.
There was like the 10 most unexplainable images or whatever.
Shed, he was tripping out. I was drinking, and I showed him this weird video.
I was fine for a little bit. After we left Safeway and got back to the trap house, I was okay until we watched this video. It was just me and Bonzo. I didn't mean to do
it. It was just what I was watching, and he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I did that, though.
And then...
on Polo's birthday.
And then he left. Well, he went outside, but I thought he was like going inside to get something. Until like maybe an hour or 2 passed, and I finally like peeked my head outside, and I'm like, "Where did you go?"
Like, yeah, which at that time I was like, "What is time?" I don't know. And at one point, the trip. I was just like so messed up and gone. That's why I was just sitting outside, like locked in position, because I was just tripping so much. My thoughts were like sand on a windy day. Like, remember I was trying to talk to you, and just everything I said just kept going nowhere. And I knew that kept being like, no, you know
he was
when
getting so pissed off at himself because he couldn't formulate a sentence. He's like, you know when you and it the tree and you
and then you just fuck.
and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I can't.
And then he offered me a dab. He's like, "You want to smoke?" And I'm like, "No, no, that's the last thing I need right now." And then while I was outside, there was a moment where like the trippiness broke and everything seemed okay for a second. But Kurt was sitting across the table from me, and I was like, "What the fuck is Kurt doing here?" And he just goes, "Just hold on, man." And then he disappeared, and I went right back out on the trippiness again, and I was all fucked up for like another 45 minutes. When Joe Biden on the beat. I don't know what that means. Oh,
but it sounds funny.
hey, I'm just trying to say that poor kids and black and Mexican kids are all just as smart and as abled as rich kids.
He said poor kids are.
No. He said black kids and Mexican kids and Asian children are just as smart as rich kids. Yeah.
I thought he said poor kids are just as smart as white kids or something.
It was the other way around. He mentioned the race and then it was like they couldn't be rich.
He said was not cool.
Basically, he was saying like children of color couldn't be from rich families.
Because I know he didn't mean to say it like that.
Fuck him. He's so gone, dude.
I mean, yeah, but
he can't even form it. He's worse than Bush, dude. Yeah, it was that same interview where they have like a 6-digit text message number for their campaign, and they're always like advertising it all the rallies and stuff. I don't know why I put my ear up to the microphone.
Oh, yeah, I was like, doing? I thought you were trying to read something.
But yeah, so like the number was like 33033 or something, and they're supposed to be like, if you want to support my campaign or get more information, text this number, text Joe to this number. And he's like, and if you want to support the campaign, then text Joe to 3 0 0 2 3 oh yeah, just text the number. You know what it is.
No, we don't.
No one knows what it was.
We don't.
No one knew it.
You're the only one that knows it.
Yeah, Bush was hilarious. He's like, yeah, we're just trying to help the Americans put food on their children.
He was high as shit.
Now watch this drive. Best George Bush moment of all time is he puts out a video where he's standing on a fucking putting green, dude. So he's not even on the first tee or like the first hole. He's on the putting green. He's like 10 feet away from the hole. And then he's like, I'm reaching out there to all of our allies, foreign and domestic, which is like, you don't need to say foreign and domestic. Our foreign and our allies that are foreign as well. Anyway. And he's like, I'm calling on everybody to help us fight this war on terror, and we're gonna get them. And he goes, no, watch this drive. And then he fucking knocked it. He sends it though. It was a good ass drive to nowhere, but one of the best Bush moments ever. Or when that guy threw the slipper at him and he dodged it in the press conference. Bro, he slipped that shit like Mayweather, dude.
No, that was somebody else.
No, it was Bush.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the one. Fuck, I think it was JFK.
No, he didn't dodge it.
No,
he got got.
No, it was after him, but I don't know. Some president was doing it might have been Reagan. He was doing a press conference and something popped, and he was like doing a speech and he didn't even flinch and he missed, or something like that. Like
yeah, I think somebody shot at him or something.
No, it was like a balloon or something popped like close to him, and all the Secret Service like went crazy, but he was just like in the middle of his speech, like, you missed. Like,
fuck yeah, America, dog, America, dog. That was fucking great, dude. You know what I really loved was all those Obama sings videos where they would put like they would cut up speeches that Obama had made into like him singing the lyrics of a song. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
would do like Get Lucky and Uptown Funk and shit with Obama.
Wait, what?
If you mention the guy throwing the shoe at Bush, that guy will respond to the tweet. Is that a bot or is it really him? You know what I mean? SEAL Team 6 is still all missing right there in action.
Who's trying to dispute that? Ariel?
I think so. Yeah, that's not true. And it's like, you're from India. Why are you...
No, there's like hundreds of members. Yeah, but not all of them went to do the invasion of Osama.
All the ones who were involved in Mission Zero Dark 30 are killed or missing in action.
Oh, you're right.
I'm gonna have to test that. One of my favorite comedians, Nick Mullen, got into a...
Did he get arrested or something?
Oh, yeah. He threw a shoe at the president during a fucking address, dude.
It's on.
You don't remember the video? Yeah, like Bush is giving a speech and this guy, this Middle Eastern guy stands up and throws his sandals at him and he misses both, I think. I think he throws both of his shoes and misses twice.
Oh, he's in like the United Arab Emirates or something.
It was some kind of like UN. Seen him slip that?
You?
There's the other one. Boom, missed again. Fuck yeah, that's W right there for you.
And he's smiling now. He's laughing. Oh, that
He's like, you know, we got a saying in Texas. Keep your head on a swivel. America.
Is that where he's from?
Texas? Yeah, yeah.
He's got a weird accent.
No, he does. You know, they say they've got weird accents. You've got weird accents. I've got weird accents.
He doesn't sound like he's from Texas or anywhere.
The easiest presidents to mimic are Bush, Obama, Clinton. Clinton's easy to do.
Well, Clinton was just a very stereotypical American.
Well, I think that in low job in the Oval Office. I mean, what head of state don't want to get a little ahead in the state? You know what I'm saying? Happy Hanukkah to all my Hanukkahs out there. Little Jewish joke. Bush got the bob and weave. Fuck yeah.
But there's this.
Trump's easy too.
There's a comedian.
Trump and Obama are very easy.
He was talking about just like men in general and why they do some shit. And he's like, the best explanation you can give for men is that it sounded like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
And then he talks about the sucking scandal, and he's like, you see how it fits so good? Yeah. It sounded like a good idea at the time. Yeah. Like,
it's so great that like him and his wife have had so many people killed and have like such a shady organization that they own. But he's over here like, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Just know, man, I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. Wrong. You see that? Wrong. Incorrect. Fake news. No. You see, the people in this country, we've got a fantastic country. The people are amazing. The African Americans, the Asians, the Orientals, they're all amazing. They're all amazing. Look at my African American over here. He's amazing. He's fantastic. He's wonderful. He's wonderful. He's wonderful. He's doing great. He's doing awesome. And we're going to drain the swamp. We're going to have to drain the swamp. See, it's the only pertinent move we can make. We've got a wonderful government. We've got a great government. But the changes need to be made. Changes need to be made in the government. And Melania and I will not stop until those changes have been made.
Oh, I wish I would.
Oh, I thought that was like a monster. It was a fucking chupacabra. It was a chalupacabra. Chalupacabra, yeah. He threw that right at the ground. It didn't come. There was a cat on that back wall. I don't know if you guys could see it, but he tried to throw something at it, and it's nowhere close.
Trump all time.
Wrong. Fake news.
Wrong.
Fake news. The most hilarious president was Abraham Lincoln for freeing the slaves. I thought that was hilarious.
CNN.
No, you've got to do the okay sign. You've got to chop it. You've got to raise the eyebrows. You've got to stick out the lips. You've got to talk like this. You've got to keep chopping.
Why does
Absolutely.
he do
You've got to
that?
say everything's great. You don't ever say a bad thing about anything, and when you do is the only time that you switch the chop to the top. All right? When you switch the chop to the top, you go, these immigrants, we're going to have to get them out of here.
He keeps
ICE is
going.
doing a great job. They're doing a great job at ISIS. There's a lot of wonderful people working down there, but we need to stop the illegal immigration. We need to stop it now. It's people that are coming into the country illegally. It's wrong. It's not right. They're wonderful people, beautiful culture, absolutely breathtaking culture. But the people, they're going to have to follow the due process of our great country, because what they're doing, it's criminal. It's criminal activity.
Great impression. I want you guys to rate it. I give that a 10 out of 10.
We're going to make America great again. We're going to fix the economy. We're going to make more jobs. We're going to lower taxes. We're going to do all this stuff. It's going to be great stuff. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
You practice this at home?
No. I just saw The Apprentice. I saw The Apprentice back in the day.
That was pretty spot on.
Literally, all you need is the okay chop that switches to the top when you're saying something negative.
Voice. Like, if I closed my eyes and just heard that, I would think it was him. 100%.
Thank you. I feel honored.
Yeah.
I never need trouble.
We don't need any guest people.
Those wonderful African American half-breed boys on the Yana podcast. They're doing some fantastic stuff on the podcast. They're a little racy sometimes, but who doesn't like a little raciness? We're all adults here. We like to laugh at the good things. They're good things. They do good things. They are colored. That's something I have to say. I've got to put that out there if we're going to be politically correct about things. But some of my favorite niggers. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it?
Oh, the cat's
Just
out of
did
the
it.
bag, dude.
Hey, man. I would, if Trump ever dropped a hard R on air, I'd go vote for him. Honestly, it's like, dog, if he could do that, honestly, you earned my vote. You earned it.
I ain't voting for anybody.
No, I'll never vote.
No, not never. I'm tired of all of this campaigning not even campaigning ads, just the ads like, register to vote.
Even the NFL's doing it now. Like,
Yeah,
the NFL votes, and it's like, fuck you.
And they got the conversation like, it's only 60% of people voted in 2016. Okay. And they're like, what if I threw with my right arm only 60% of the time? And Pete Carroll's like, what if I only coach 60%? Dude, you're dead. You probably shit dust.
Yeah, well, win the Super Bowl 1% of the time. How about that, Pete Carroll?
Yeah.
Don't choke on the goal
Check
line
your
with the best
fucking
short yardage
stats.
running back of all
Check
time.
your stats before you start talking. I mean, like, dude, fuck you.
Stop doing
The
heroin.
whole thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, I could register to vote. I'm still not going to vote, though. That don't mean I got to vote. You know?
Yo, what the fuck was up with Gruden's mask today?
He was wearing a thong on his
It's
face.
like, bro, you're on television, bro. You're on
You don't
national
care.
television.
But yeah, apparently. I mean, like, what?
Not then. Fucking illiterate prick.
They got. Nobody has to vote. That's the whole thing. And there's some people that's always talking specifically to me and him because we do have African American heritage. And, your ancestors fought for the right to vote. And it's like,
no,
yeah.
incorrect.
They fought
Wrong.
for the right
Wrong.
to have the
Those Patriots. They fought for the choice to vote or not to vote. If you're going to vote, you should vote for me.
We have the choice.
And you should subscribe to the Yana
I do
podcast on
not
Instagram,
need
YouTube,
to
and Twitter.
But if I ever did want to vote, I can. Which everybody should be able to, but everybody should also be able to not vote if they don't want.
Now, I don't usually agree with people from the opposing party. But what President Trump has got to say about the Yana podcast, absolutely rock solid. I could not, as an American, recommend a podcast more tailored to the masses, the American public, the left, and the right wing.
Yeah, there you go. I'm on that same thing. Never voting.
Yeah, hashtag don't vote. Let's start that movement.
I'm down.
Let's do that. Hashtag don't vote. Hey, young people. Hey, what are we?
So 9 o'clock is good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Exactly what we were going
That's what
for.
we planned on.
But anyways, yeah, let's start.
Hashtag don't
let's
vote.
Don't start a don't vote thing. Let's.
Why not?
Oh yeah, we know. Because I'm dead set about it. I'm not. I just don't follow politics really. I really have no idea who I would be voting for. And on top of that, I can guarantee you, if I even looked into it for a whole month, there's not one politician that has the same exact views that I have.
No, yeah, I don't
and
agree
then
with
when I
any of
tell
them.
people that's the reason why I don't vote, they're like, oh, well, then you should run. Like, oh, yeah, because I have a big following, right?
Yeah, that's
I'm,
the dumbest shit.
qualified to fucking run for office.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, well, neither are they. And I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking problem, is there's a bunch of people like me running for office.
Yeah.
A bunch of fucking dumbasses like myself.
Me and Levon.
Pablo. What is your...
Yeah, we get shit all the time for not voting. It's like, well, the whole thing is that we have the choice.
People died and fought for our choice to participate in democracy.
Fight and do it, so we have to vote.
And people will say, even if you don't care, you should vote just because you can. Bulaia for president.
I'm down. I'm like, okay, if Bulaia was
Dog, if Kanye actually ran, I would have voted for him.
If Kanye runs, I'll vote for him. And then, you know what? Some people that we were talking to, I told them that, like, if Kanye runs, I'll vote for Kanye. Oh, you're an idiot. I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't vote.
You're an idiot.
Like, so you tell me to vote, and then I tell you.
If you're going to go to Pohakea and spend 6 hours waiting in line to check a box, you're a fucking simp.
You're going to tell me that I need to vote this and that. I say, no, I'm not going to vote. But if this guy runs for president, I'll vote for him. And then now you're saying, oh, that's why you should.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so I should vote unless you disagree with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So this is why I don't do it.
See that? That's the hole in your argument right there.
This is why I don't.
Right there.
I just don't believe in it. I mean, I know it's there.
I don't believe that they count the votes.
I 100% believe that the political parties are in some type of agreement and they know exactly who's going to win. 100%.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't think the voting matters. I think it's just like an illusion for people.
Plain out there for you to see. The only term you need to know is electoral college.
And then the only thing too, not the only thing, but another thing too is like whenever you see the voting thing like on the news, they'll have like, say like, if it was Donald Trump and Obama, like, oh, Donald Trump has 90% of the votes and Obama has like 10, and it's like, who? So my vote's gonna change that?
Yes. No, yes, it will. If enough people like you do it, then it will.
No, they already voted though.
Yeah, and then they got that thing, oh, no vote, no grumble. And it's like, yeah, I'm not talking about this shit. You guys are the only ones wasting time on this.
Bringing it to me, saying like this and that. I'm like, that's why I don't say anything about what's going on, because I personally don't really care. Yeah, some of the shit might be kind of stupid, and I think that, but I think it would be stupid no matter who is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's dumb.
Yeah.
The whole thing is dumb.
100%.
They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, whether I vote or not.
Everybody who gets really into politics is just such a fucking sheep, dude. Because they'll just believe whatever opinion is thrown in their face that they think sounds right, or that they think they should agree with. They threw out votes for Trump in some states. They found out like 50 or 20 mail-in ballots, and they just threw it in the trash. And it's like, yeah, doesn't matter. The Electoral College picked him, and somehow he would have won either way.
I feel like I've looked into it enough where I know that it's pretty much just the Electoral College. It's their vote.
It's 100% the Electoral College decides.
And then the other thing, too, is that all these states, apparently, they have these censuses or whatever for them that one state is Democrat and one state is Republican. So it's like, so you already know who's going to win because it's not divided down the middle. And if that's the case, then you already know which side is going to win.
Yeah, so let's just say for the sake of conversation, right, that they do count the votes, they count them accurately, they report them honestly, and that the votes do count towards the decision-making process. Okay, let's say all of that's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something about voting. Let's see if that's all true.
You're saying if they counted it and all of that stuff. What would be the difference, maybe? What effect would it have?
I think it's gone. But no, you shouldn't vote, American public. That's my official stance. Because you shouldn't vote. It's a waste of your time. They're lying to you. And until I am personally given concrete proof of the opposing opinion, I refuse to change mine. I'm open to it. I'll sit down and talk to anybody about this in a civil and equal manner. But I just don't. I know how the government works. I know how companies work, and they cut corners in every single possible place they can because it's cost effective. And at the end of the day, no matter what job you do, no matter who you are, you want to do the least amount of actual work at work, right? And the government is the same way. They're all just people like you and me. They just are been put in positions of so-called responsibility. So you think that there's some actual importance to them or what they're doing, but there isn't. What about your life has ever changed as a result of who the president is? And people will say all this and all that, but at the end of the day, the president is just a figurehead. They're just the spokesman for our country. And the country is really run by the Supreme Court and Congress because they're the only ones who can declare war. They make and create all the laws. Sure, the president has a veto and the judicial branch has some authority, but it's really the legislation on Capitol Hill that's making all the calls.
This is the thing, though. Like, because I thought this before I looked into it too. I thought if the president felt some way about something and wanted something done, he's the president.
They can
just
be the president has almost no power.
He cannot do that. It has to go through this whole system, and most of the system is against whoever the president is for some reason. So it's I just don't understand it.
And people almost exclusively vote party line. So whether they agree with the candidate or not, just because they call themselves a Republican or a Democrat, they will vote Republican or Democrat. It's the dumbest shit ever. It defeats the whole purpose of the whole fucking thing.
My thing is, I guarantee you, not ever in my lifetime or ever in the whole entire history of there being the president of the United States will I agree with every single thing that this one random person has. We will not have the same exact.
Nobody's representing my views.
Except for me.
Exactly. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Run? Well, guess what? Say I run. Say I get elected. Say I see some shady shit. I'm going to say something about that shady shit, and me and my family will disappear.
And I guarantee you, almost everybody out there, if I was the president, he would not like a lot of the stuff.
No.
I think, and it's that's fair, because people think differently. That's how we're wired. We're not supposed to be the same. Like me and you have a lot of same views, but probably more different on stuff that doesn't really matter. And it's that's just your view, and I have my view, and we can agree to disagree, but not really, because it's that's your view, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just have a different view on it. And it's totally understandable.
Yeah.
We're fucking people.
And people just freak out about that
Why should
shit.
we all be exactly the same?
People just lose their fucking mind about that stuff, dude. People lose their fucking mind about that stuff. And people would take a look at the political views that you and I do have, and they would, call us not PC first thing. But fuck being PC, okay?
Honestly.
I have no problem with trans people. I am an LGBTQ, add whatever letters you need to. See, that's how you know I'm PC right there. I don't know them all, but I know there might be more, and if there are more, you exist, and you're valuable. I just don't know your words yet, and I'll use them if you tell me. But I'm not going to spend my life worrying about who wants to be called what or anything like that. I believe
I support it up until
I believe Black Lives Matter should be abolished. I think that should be gotten rid of right away. It's mostly white people anyway.
I feel with the gender thing, I really do not care.
Be whoever you want to be.
If you're gonna force me to have to know what to call you, that's where I draw it.
Unless you're gonna wear it on your shirt. Unless you're gonna wear a sign.
If you look like a female, I'm probably gonna say ma'am.
Or if I get it wrong, don't take it personal.
I'll just be well, I'm not. I identify as this, and I'll probably be okay, I get that.
If I said, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am," and someone said, "I identify as a man," I would have been like, okay. "I'm sorry, sir." And that would be it. That would be the end of it. But no, they gotta freak out. You can get arrested for that in the UK for misgendering someone. That's a real thing.
How am I supposed to fuck you? Now, fuck you. I didn't have a problem with you, but now I do. You're acting like.
I don't care. I don't care that you're trans. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with your gender.
No.
You're a piece of shit.
But people like that.
That's unisex.
Have to use whatever they identify as is some kind of defense mechanism or some kind of attack against them because they don't know what they're trying to do.
And I like abortion. I believe abortion should be legal because
I think it's your choice.
I believe that that's
you
your
have to live
choice.
with the decision.
And the ramifications, but
At the
taxpayer
same
money
time,
doesn't go into it. So any
it's all you.
state healthcare will not cover that kind of stuff
You
because
have to pay for
there are Americans whose tax dollars would go to that don't agree with you, and that's not fair to them. They shouldn't have to pay for things you do that they disagree with.
I just think it's your choice. It's your life. If you and your partner can agree on that, like, then do it. Like,
yeah.
I personally don't. Who am I to tell you what you can and can't do with your life? Why should somebody have the power to do that? Nobody should.
That's all politics is you worrying way too much about what somebody else is doing with their life.
And it's like, it's your life. If you think if you get the abortion because you're not ready for it, I agree.
Yeah, see right there. Umag doesn't agree with abortion, and that probably ties into his religious beliefs and his own personal cultural beliefs.
I understand
and
it
that's
from the
fine.
point where it is kind of fucked up because you are, in a sense, taking a life that was going to be born. But if you think that you need to get the abortion because you're not ready for it, you can't financially support the child, I think that's way better than bringing a child into a world where the child's going to have to struggle.
And see, well, this is the answer. This is the essence of all this shit that everyone misses. Okay, me personally.
Oh, what's up, boys?
Oh, what's up? How's it, West Sider Rider and Risey Rider? Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a streamer.
I understand adoption is an option. Oh, adoption is an option. We'll make those shirts. Nah. But also, too, you got to think that just as much, maybe not as much as an abortion, but adoption has to take a toll on the parents also because it's like you gave birth to this child and then you just gave it up and said, and for me, I always thought, like, I don't ever want to adopt a kid because I wouldn't be able to deal with having to tell that kid one day
they're adopted.
I'm not your parent. Like with Izzy, it's different because that's
same thing with Dylan.
Her mom. Like, and she didn't have a choice. It wasn't.
It's not like they have no idea where they came from, right?
Yeah, but if I can't, and I know it's a good thing. Like I support that.
No, right,
yeah,
exactly.
I know.
Yeah, there are ramifications to having unprotected sex.
I understand, but then it's like, adoption, like, I understand it's a good thing too because kids can get
those kids
into a better place.
Every child deserves a family.
But I just do not have the fucking cojones to tell this kid, like, so when they're old enough to understand, one day I'm gonna have to be like, so
I'll break it to them, yeah.
We're not actually your parents. And
right.
like,
because what's worse, like you having to tell them or them finding out on
their
own?
It's going to fuck up their mind too, because then they're.
Marigold feels some type of way about it.
What happened? Why didn't my parents want me?
Exactly.
And then, I don't know. I think it's a good thing in certain situations.
Here's where I stand. I'm with Umag on that. Adoption is a better route, just because it's so hard to define where the human life starts and where it becomes murder, right? I'm just gonna be frank about it. Yeah. But this is my standpoint. I wish that it wasn't that way and that wasn't something that people did, but at the same time, I'm not that woman in that situation who's having to deal with this.
And ultimately,
I don't know how that feels. I don't know what that's like.
Woman. I feel like
100%.
I feel like even not to say it won't be hard on the father, but of course the woman
has
way more emotions than a male, first of all, but then it's like so much more connected to the female because she's fucking
it's her body.
Person inside of, like, basically,
that's a huge thing.
We don't do jack shit in the process.
No. We do what we always do. We do the one thing we spend all day thinking about,
and that's it. Happens.
And then 9 months later, we get our hands squeezed real hard at the worst. That's
and it's like, honestly, for me, like when we had Leo, we wanted to have a baby. We were trying to have a baby because we knew we were financially ready for it and we could do it, and that's what we wanted. But to kill,
That's how it is in
you
some
know, it's
states.
funny that they don't put it like that.
No.
That's how it is. That's what
Yeah.
it is. But they don't. Put
You know
it
how
like
far
that.
in 26 weeks is?
Yeah.
Very far.
Yeah. But
It's
like,
almost the end.
even if we were not ready for it, I'm pretty sure we still would have went through with the baby. And
Oh yeah.
like,
I don't. Sorry.
I don't know if you guys can know.
No, yeah, by all means. If you got a take on it, let us hear it. This is just all the homies listening.
I don't. I think if you're grown enough to have sex, and you're grown enough to deal with the consequences of sex.
Yeah.
And that is a fair opinion right there. That is a fair and
I agree.
yeah, that's a fair opinion.
I just think like
That's my point of
I
view,
don't know.
which it sounds very like male feminist of me to say, and I'll go on record as saying I'm not a feminist. I believe anybody who calls themselves a feminist is actually more sexist
Nazi.
than the most misogynist guy. And feminism is misandry. Just saying the word in itself, because they say it's for everybody, but then why isn't it called equalism? Why does it single out half of the population? And then you can get into gender on that, but for the sake of conversation.
And I would
Calling
say
it
this too,
feminism
though.
excludes me as a
I
man.
am sexist to a certain extent.
In what ways?
That I 100% do not believe that women are equal to men. As in, like, women and men are not created equal. Women can
In what ways, though?
most of the stuff that
Are you talking about physically?
anything. Like, yeah, there is stuff women can do that men can't do, and vice versa. But,
Like what?
girls are not built like us, like we do right here.
That's what I'm saying physically, but like mentally. I would say the mental faculties of human beings are
Mental
way
is
more case
just-
by case.
Exactly. It's like you can't tell the mental stuff.
I think they should let women play in the NFL.
They can. They just are not good
Just
enough to do it.
no. They
That's
should
the
should
whole
let them
thing.
play because it would
Then they
would
were
take
real
one
life.
Sunday. It would take one Sunday for them to be like, okay, yeah, maybe not. Which that's not to say anything bad about women. I'm just saying it wouldn't be good for them.
It's not fair.
Would you let a middle schooler
It's not
strap
fair.
up for the Pro Bowl? You know what I mean?
It's not
They're gonna
fair.
get fucked
And
up.
that's just how life is, guys. Women are not. There are some big women that are physically
much
your
stronger
size.
than me, much
Yeah,
bigger and stronger
but
than
that's
me. Yeah.
fucking rare.
Very.
Rare. And those are some special specimens, right?
Yeah.
Rarely happens. And even when they do, it's like, honestly, even if they're like bigger and stronger than you still, for some weird reason, have a physical advantage on it.
Yeah, it's just
And it's like,
yeah, it's the way things are. But
sorry,
I think
we are equal. We should all have equal rights, but we are not all equal. Like, and I guess physically is the big part of it.
well, what I hate the most about the feminism movement, you have to call it fourth wave feminism to be politically correct. But what my biggest problem with it is it more than anything puts down women. You and I were both raised by women. You have 4 women in your house. You're the only guy in your household.
Yeah.
I have a son, and there's my wife. But I never have thought of women as less than, and honestly more than, because I've always just seen older dudes fucking trifling where the women in my life are not.
I don't think of
So
it like that at all.
But what pisses me off about the feminism stuff is it shits on women who want to have the traditional lifestyle.
Yeah.
If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, they shit on that so hard. If you don't have some kind of career you're
Honestly,
chasing,
my probably biggest life goal is for her to just be able to stay at home and just take care of the house and take care of the kids.
right? And if they want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Why is that bad?
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off the most is that women who want to do that are being told by feminists, by defenders of women, that you're a piece of shit, you're stupid. That's basically it's like a women's version of calling them an Uncle Tom. which is
And it's
one of the
like,
worst things black people
even
do.
vice versa. Like, say if Rika just had a solid job and was just.
I'll be a stay-at-home dad.
I wouldn't, and I know a lot of people
I'll be a stay-at-home dad
would be like,
tomorrow.
"Oh, that's a bitch. You're supposed to be." Well, it just so happened that she makes the good money,
Mm-hmm.
and if she can do that and support it, I will stay at home and do
My
what I'm
job.
supposed to do.
I'll be
That's
at
how
home
it
doing
works.
my fucking job. And it's not
that's
because you're a
just-
man or because you're a woman. It's
It
because
should go both ways.
if you're lucky enough to not have to have a dual income, because in Hawaii, pretty much everyone, you just have to. It's the only way you can get by.
Yeah.
But if you're fortunate enough and well off enough that you don't have to do that, that's great. It doesn't matter who stays home
The
with the
other
kids.
party, yeah, whoever works, the other party should not feel bad.
If you're a
or
parent and you give a man shit about staying home and
taking care of the kids and watching
caring
the
for his
house
kids,
and,
taking care of the house,
I feel like this too. Like it's probably harder for a guy to do it than a woman.
there's
because-
nothing harder than being a single father
Yeah.
because you get no help for nothing. You get no help for nothing.
But like,
And women who make dollars more than you
a single
do.
Father, but like, say if Rico was the bread, always called
Breadwinner, yeah.
and I was stay at home. I think just the staying at home part would be a little bit harder for a man to do.
Why?
Just because the female connects a lot more with the baby.
But maybe that's because she's always home with them. If you flip the script,
True.
there's just not enough people that do that to really be able to kind of know it. It's not
But
really
I think
common
you should
knowledge.
not, whichever side of the spectrum you're on, you shouldn't get shit on for.
No.
If you are a stay-at-home mother, thank you.
Yeah.
To
Thanks, Mom. My mom wasn't a stay-at-home mom, but you know what? I never felt like my mom was gone all the time. My mom worked full-time as an ICU nurse and still found ample time to spend with me. So shout out, Mom. I love you, Mom.
and I think that too, being a single parent, a guy or a gal,
So hard.
it's like I can't imagine because me and Enrico are double parent. I don't know, just regular family. I guess I don't know.
You have a two-parent household.
It's hard still.
Yeah.
Like even before we had Cleo, like even just with Izzy, like it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are hard,
Oh yeah.
but there's nothing like there's nothing
Tucking Dylan in for bed is always like one of the top
there's
3
nothing
moments of my
better
day.
than having your offspring. You know,
Mm-hmm.
best feeling,
It's great.
best feeling,
So awesome.
and just hearing it. I love you, Daddy.
We have our nighttime ritual where I'll have him brush his teeth, and then I'll have him get in the shower. He says goodnight to his mom, and then we go in the room. I turn on the AC. He fixes it. He has all his stuffed animals that he sleeps with, and he has a very, very particular order that he puts them all in. So he's like, and he likes to narrate what he's doing, like Keola, but it's cute.
Yeah.
So you better stop doing that shit after like 7.
Yeah.
But he'll fix all his baby. I gotta fix my babies. I gotta put on my shirt, and then I'll give him a hug. And then while I'm hugging him, I'll go, "Did you have a good day today?" And 99% of the time he says yes. I'm like, "Are you gonna have a good day tomorrow?" So, yeah. And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then okay, go lay down. He lays down. I rustle his hair. Good job, sport.
Thing.
Champ. Yeah. I rustle his hair.
Buckle.
I rustle his hair and I pinch his nose. And I go, "Get some good sleep, okay, buddy? I love you." And he goes, "I love you too." And then while I'm walking out of the room, he has 2 questions he always asks. Because he after we potty trained him, he had a little stint with bedwetting, but he's been really good about it for the most part. But that was because he didn't think he was allowed to go to the bathroom yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he asks, he's like, "Can I go to the bathroom when the sun is down?" I'm like, "Yes, of course." And then the other question he asks is, "Oh, are you and Mommy going to come lay down soon? Because our beds are in the same room." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we got to clean up, we got to brush teeth, we got to shower, we got to do all the stuff that we've been doing for you for the past 2 hours to get ready for bed." And then I say goodnight and I close the door. And it's always one of the best parts of my day. Because
it's the best thing. Well, not in certain cases for maybe not both parents. Like because Izzy sees me as that. and her actual dad total shit.
Well, I think what he means is to have two parents of any gender. If you have because it's the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, right? I love you, baby.
But no, yeah, it's the best thing to have two parents and for the kid, because that's just regular life.
You need backup as a parent. You need a partner. You need a team together.
And for me,
you guys have grandma in the house too to help out. You guys got three.
For Rika is, you want me to tell Dad? You want me to call Dad? Instant. I don't even have to be there.
Shit shapes up real quick.
Instant. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes at work, Rika will just call me. She'll be like, I just have to call you to flex on her kind of thing. Like, fuck yeah.
I'm here for
it.
Yeah. Well, this is a good chill Sunday episode and stuff. Yeah.
But
all right. Well, that's our time. I think 2 hours is what we're gonna call it for the Sunday special.
Sunday special. This is a good one.
Maybe we'll do this every now and then. Sunday thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming out. It was great to talk to all you guys.
Tuning in.
Yeah. The recorded episode that we recorded earlier today will be up tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'm going to try to get it up in the morning. I'm going to try to edit it tonight before I go to bed. But if not, it'll be up in like late afternoon, evening tomorrow night.
But oh yeah, single 6 household.
You know which parents you need? Both of them.
Both.